And hello everybody. So I'm going to be making vegan menudo, and I've got a couple of things here that you might want to learn about. This is Butler Soy Curls, and this is what I used to make the menudo with, because when you rehydrate these, they very much appear like menudo. So that's going to be the main one, but these I wanted to show you as well in case you are vegan. This one you can rehydrate. It's jerky, but you can rehydrate it and it tastes like beef. So I've used it before to make something like a stir-fry broccoli beef kind of thing, or anything that you might use, fajita, something like that. It'll work for that. And then this is the taco crumbles, also by Butler. And I use this to make tacos, you know, just, it's got chipotle flavor, and I'm not real fond of chipotle, so I use other things like Lori's seasoned salt, black pepper, anything to give it the flavor I like. And then I stir fry it with onion, pepper, garlic, tomato, and that'll give it more of an authentic Mexican flavor for me. But anyway, what I want to do right now is I want to show you how to make the vegan menudo. So this is the, so I've started some water to boil there. And I just want to show you how quick that is. I put a pot of water in there. And so now here's the ingredients. As you can see, just some hominy, whatever flavor. I mean, this is just blank. It's Juanita's brand, but I just get whatever. And then this is menudo mix, which you buy in the Mexican seasoning in the packets, but I put it in this container. And then this is the seasoner, which is also menudo seasoning, but it has the chili in it, which I like to put in the vegan menudo as well. Okay, and then I'm gonna try this in the broth. It's vegan, ham flavored, and I'm thinking that might give this more of an authentic flavor, because you don't want to use chicken and you really don't want to use beef. But I thought pork flavored might work better for the making of the vegan menudo. So this is my first time making it this way, but it tastes fine even without it. But I'm this way. So I'm going to put a tablespoon, I think, for maybe 2 tablespoons for this. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of the, and I bought all these things on Amazon online. So 2 tablespoons of the vegan ham base. Okay, so what that's going to do is it's going to season these soy curls. So I'm just going to cut this. And this is a small pot, so I'm just using, so about maybe a cup of these, okay? So that's about the equivalent of a cup. I'm going to throw those in there. And then, so they can start getting that flavor. Okay, so I'm going to use a spoon here because I want you to really see the amount you want to put in there, okay? So this is about a 1/4 teaspoon or so. Yeah, 1/4 teaspoon. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. So that's how much of that seasoning you want to put in there. And to have out, that water was already boiling, so it's starting to want to overflow. So I'm going to lower the heat now. So see, the menudo, or in this case the soy curls, a little more. I can make chicken, I can make pork, if anything that you like to make that's got little chunks of meat, you can season it using the different bases. For example, I've got this one, which is no beef base, I've got one that's turkey. I've got one that's chicken. And that one is by it's a base, um, and this is better than bouillon. And you have to be careful because one is uh, made from beef products or something. So you have to get the one that's no beef. Okay, so next I'm just going to cut up a couple of pieces of the onion, throw it in there for seasoning. Okay. Well, I hope I haven't been blocking the view. Okay, so just going to quickly cut this up. Normally I would keep it together, but I was undecided whether I was going to put long pieces or little pieces. So we're going to go ahead and do it this way. So I'm throwing that in there. The other thing, some people like to put oregano, but the Menudo seasoning mix already has it in it. So, and it also has the other seasonings that people normally put in Menudo, which I can't remember the name of it, but there's another leafy green that you put in there that's dry. Can't think of the name, but maybe it'll come to me. Maybe it's on here. Well, it doesn't say, but there's another seasoning, but it comes in the Menudo mix. So if you just get the Menudo mix, no problem. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of, or 3 little pieces of garlic in there. And I'm cutting off the little tails. Then I'm going to cut them up real fine. So while that, see the Menudo, or the what do you call it? It's Menudo. Menudo is being boiled, and it's gonna be this time it's getting the seasoning of the Menudo spices, and really the Menudo, the tripe itself, is almost a flavorless thing except for the ingredients that you put on as seasoning. So the other thing you want to put in there is salt. So I put in quite a bit of garlic, but you can do that to taste however you like it. Okay, so now I forgot the salt. It's real important. So I would say I would put in about even though I put some of, actually let me taste it, because since I haven't usually put that broth in before. It does taste pretty good. I'm going to put, well, that's how I normally measure, is using my hand. But I'm going to go ahead and use a teaspoon. So you can see that it's not a full teaspoon. It's about a half a teaspoon. And so I am letting that absorb. And some people like to add bay leaf, so I'm going to go ahead and add a bay leaf. Okay. And if you think the seasoning isn't strong enough or you need more, you can always, so I'm going to take this and taste it again. Let's have a little salt on it. That won't be accurate. Okay. Okay, the salt is good. And the flavor is good. So now I'm going to open up the can of hominy. going to drain it. So the best way to drain it is just take the lid off and then just pour it with that stuff on there, and then you take it off, put it in. And I think it could use a little more for my flavor. I think it could use a little more of the red, so I'm give it another heaping. And I'm also going to give it a little more of the green seasoning. So now we're up to a teaspoon. Okay. Because I really like the seasonings a lot. So actually, that's pretty much ready. Now, how we serve this normally is, and I'm going to let that continue to cook there. So you could actually probably already serve it now, but I like the bay leaf flavor to go into it. So anyway, so this is Menudo mix and that. All right. Okay, so the way you would serve it is with a little bit of maybe some green onion like this one. So I'm going to dice them up. A little bit of cilantro, a little bit dry oregano. Some people like to throw that on as a seasoning at the end. Okay. So here's a bowl. Throw that away. And some people also like a little bit of, you know, the white onion or whatever kind of onion you like. So I'm just going to cut up a few little pieces. Then you would put some of this. I like lemon in it. There's the lemon. And I'm getting cilantro. So just a couple of sprigs of cilantro. And, okay, so then, just to show you how quick that is, it's actually already ready to serve. So you don't have to cook it for hours like you do the other menudo. It's already absorbed the fluid. And you could serve in your bowl. And so I consider cooking an art, the culinary art, and I am the universal artist, and I like to cook as well as woodwork and all that stuff. So let me get some of these seeds out. And so you would squeeze a little lemon in there. And I like it with a little bit of, I don't know how you like it, but that's how my grandma taught me to eat it, with some cabbage in there. And that's how we serve it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed how to make quick, delicious vegan menudo.